I've honestly debated if I wanted to talk about this topic and specifically this artist that I, for one, have essentially stopped caring about, stopped giving a shit about. And nowadays, whenever he ever pops up ever so often in my feed or someone like Fantano talks about him, it just makes me sad. It makes me miserable just talking about it, thinking about it. And I figured this will probably be the first and probably going to be the last time I'm ever going to mention his name and talk about him in the video, and that's Kanye West. So Kanye West, I'm pretty sure needs no introduction at this point. You're probably wondering, hey, why are you making a video now? Did Kanye West did something stupid, crazy, controversial? What is it? What he's done? No, it's nothing in particular. At least not that I fucking heard of as of late. I just want to talk about a few things of how it's been with Kanye West as of late, and more specifically, a documentary that just dropped this past week with a documentary called In Whose Name. So this documentary is obviously not the first documentary that went into Kanye West, or in this case, Ye, as it goes by now. But we also had a documentary 3 years ago with the 2022 documentary Genius, which I definitely remember watching and looking at. And the first documentary from back in 2022 was really good. A lot of really good like fond moments of just like reliving like Kanye West during his come up, the struggles, the tribulations, and by the end of that trilogy, however, it just ends in probably the most saddest, depressing thing you could see, where Kanye goes from this sane human being that could do no wrong, that every time he does something outlandish, something big, something controversial, just get you blood pumping. He always comes back with a snarky remark and be like, haha, joke's on you. I knew you're gonna fall for my trick, and he basically played around with the audience expectations, and it was so amazing. It was really great, and everyone respected him for that as a result. And it's no wonder why Kanye West has become one of the most influential artists of literally the past 2 decades up until this point. So to say that in this documentary from 2022, we saw that Kanye West's mental state and where he was at up until that point has really fallen deep into the wayside was really a showcase and a prelude of what was to come after this point. Because obviously, after this documentary dropped, if everyone knows about the Kanye West can at this point, he has been dropping really terrible albums from what I've heard and I've even took glimpses of, from the two Donda projects that were really bad to the supposed Bully album, which to this day I don't even know if it's even out. There was also the whole um, Vultures One, Vultures Two fiasco, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows how infamously terrible those two projects were when they came out back of last year. And then of course there's Kanye West himself, where he had went from someone that could do no wrong, always stirs up controversy for sake of getting people to talk about him, and now he goes into all this hateful, spiteful, like this is just a man that's just completely unrecognizable now. And in the In Whose Name documentary, which I want to try and focus on, I want to be clear and just make it first and foremost and say that I have not watched this documentary. I have not bothered giving it a shot. I have seen nothing but clips thrown around on the internet that's gone viral from the numerous and numerous amounts of times that Kanye verbally abuses Kim Kardashian and many other artists that he works with. And it's just so fucking sad, man. And to see him just go from within these past 5 years, go from what he was to where he is now, it's just sad. It is absolutely depressing. And the thing I've also said back when the Genius documentary came out is that Kanye, truthfully and honestly, needs mental help. I don't know how he hasn't gone to professional help he needs, but I just know that deep down he needs that help to get back on what made Kanye West respectable, what made Kanye West enjoyable to begin with and worth talking about. Because again, for the past 5 years, Kanye West has gone this downward spiral that I feel like is never going to bounce back at all. And at the end of the day, I can definitely acknowledge that Kanye is still an influential and still a must well known talk about artist to talk about. But it's just really sad to see him in the current state that he is. And I understand that in the documentary clips at the end of the day, he keeps saying that, oh no, I'm great, I'm right, you guys are insane, and all this jibber jabber shit, like he acts like there's nothing wrong with him whatsoever, when it's like he's just refusing, outright refusing to get help at all. And it sucks because I want to see Kanye West succeed. I want to see Kanye West be happier than what he is right here, right fucking now. Right now, he's just completely lost in the sauce. And this was something I predicted back when the Genius documentary to come out. And now going back to this recent one that's out, it's making no difference at this point. And again, I just want to say, from a personal standpoint, I've been a huge Kanye West fan since high school. I didn't respect this man's work until like the my sophomore junior year of high school when The Life of Pablo dropped, and that's when I actually started respecting Kanye West because he was actually making projects that were really good, really influential. I even went back to all of his classic stuff, and I considered The College Dropout up into the graduation era his certified classic moment albums. And to see this artist just not only fall from grace, but to just outright, again, just disrespect so many people around him that are clearly trying to help, clearly trying to get him to the path of something better, it's really fucking sad overall. And again, this to me just feels like at the end of the day, another artist to just pay attention to and just keep tabs of an artist who just unfortunately fallen from grace at this point. And again, at the end of the day, everything I've said about this video hopefully doesn't get taken out of context because there's going to be some delusional Kanye haters out there that's going to take my words and say that, oh, you're just a fucking hater or you don't understand. Kanye's vision is this. And it's like, no, I'm simply just someone at the end of the day just spouting and just sharing how I feel about this whole thing and how it's been for the past 5 years. And as, again, Kanye needs help. He needs professional mental help. And I just don't know if or not he's going to get that treatment for what he needs. But I don't know, man. To me, it's something more or less that's a different topic that we gotta go into. But yeah, just want to mention this because again, I was debating talking about this for the past week, ever since this documentary came out and clips started flowing around online about all the stuff that happened in the documentary. But yeah, I don't know. If you want to watch the documentary, be my guest. But for me, I'm simply gonna take a hard pass. Um, Kanye, please get some help, man. That's all I gotta say. Later.